I was told that my uncle was part of their cult. Georges, at the time, I had no idea that it was the Neo-Templars. I only wanted to help him. I infiltrated their order under the false name of Christine Roux to get my uncle out of there. But when I met him, there I was stunned. His eyes were just empty, like a dead man's gaze. It was very disturbing. He seemed to have been drugged. But worse than that, he kept stammering the word gate.
Do you know what he meant by that?
No idea. It's possible that it was just the drugs. That would explain both his gaze and his stammering.
Why was your uncle part of the Templars anyway?
I guess he couldn't resist the temptation.
Temptation?
Yes, Georges. 2 million euro.
Hey, on second thought, the Templars aren't such bad folks after all.
But this talk about a gate worries me still.
But that's probably a result of the drugs.
True. It could be. But maybe it has something to do with the Templars' plans.
You might be right. Where would you start your investigation?
The only one who knew about my plan was a good friend of Andre.
A good friend?
Yes, a friend. Nothing more.
What's his name?
Jimmy McCluff, an English historian, whose main field is the Templars.
Why did you let him in?
Because he could provide me with inside information about the Order.
Have you met him in person?
No, I avoided that. After all, it might have been a trap. We only exchanged emails.
So he's never actually seen you or heard your voice?
No.
Do you think he might have given you away?
It's possible.
Maybe I should pay him a little visit.
I don't think that's a good idea, Georges. The Templars are involved with everything. So why not with McCluff?
But we can't just sit and wait until the Templars get what they want. Who knows what they're up to this time? Where can I find this Jimmy McClaw?
He has a mansion in York, England.
England, huh? I've never been there. And it means something if there's a place I've never been to.
Georges, please stop bragging.
But it's a fact. Where exactly can I find McClaw?
As I've said, I've never met him. But as Andre told me...
Then we'll never find him.
Can't you forget your childish rivalry for 1 minute?
Not for a second.
Anyway, you should start at the York Library. McCluff is a scholar, so he should be registered there. Maybe you can find his address in the personal file. Take a map at the airport. The library should be on there.
Will do. I better be going. Wish me luck.
Okay, Georges. Take care of yourself.
I'll ring you as soon as the plane lands.
I mean, 2 million euros. Are the Templars applications open? Because I mean, if I don't mind a good apocalypse if they give me 2 million. No, okay, well. Well, let's go to Paris. To London. Where was it? England? Somewhere in England.
This is a York map.
York.
I'm over
That's
here.
where it was.
And the public library is over here.
Okay. So I'm over here, but I can't actually explore where I am. So let's go to the library.
There isn't much going on. What's that hammering noise? As I turn my head toward the Victorian desk, I see the source of the insufferable noise. The librarian is torturing her keyboard. I hate computers. Might be connected to the fact that I'm not very computer literate.
What do you mean by that? Did they just make up a fact about George? Also, if you're not very computer literate, how did you use Nico's computer? It's not, I mean, it's not like it would take that much. Wow, she really is torturing the keyboard, but it's not like it takes that much knowledge to look up a list of things. It's just...
No way, I'm not taking it.
I'm assuming Nico had it hidden somewhere, so it takes some knowledge if you're not computer literate at all. You know what I mean?
I'm not old-fashioned,
It's just...
but I prefer more plain calendars. Without these awful pictures that completely destroy the mood.
What the hell?
My mood, at least.
What? Oh, it's... I don't know, this George is just... I don't know. I don't like him.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please?
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Only a little. They were a pop group that made quite a splash in the 60s, you know. The ones with the mop-top hairdos.
I think the group you're talking about were the Beatles. The Templars are some sort of chivalric order whose descendants tried to take over the world recently. You don't believe me, do you?
Not really, sir.
Fair.
There's not much going on today, is there?
You're right. It's because Revolution Software is holding a public launch of their new computer game. It's called Broken Sword. Do you know it?
I don't, and to be honest, it doesn't really sound that great. I don't think it'll be a success. In a few weeks, no one will be talking about it anymore.
I mean, it was only a cult classic. It had very dedicated fans, but it wasn't that big of a success. Although it had, you know, 5 games with the Kickstarter for the 5th one. And it wasn't the opposite of a success, but it wasn't a huge success either.
So, what are you writing there?
None of your business.
Sorry, I only asked.
I was joking, sir. My late mum always told me be friendly and funny to all the people you meet.
Yeah, very funny.
Stop making fun of me.
I'm sorry,
I was just taking the mickey out of you.
Stop it.
Okay, I see. You're not a humorous person.
Yes, I am. I can be extremely funny. Why did the blonde climb up a glass wall? There was someone outside the door who told me that joke. Don't you think that kind of joke is cruel? Well, let's change the subject.
I don't actually. The thing is, they were saying that the whole joke was that she couldn't tell a joke. But neither can he in this game. So it was all very weird. And like it didn't come across all the way. Even the last part, it was really I don't know. Again, I'm trying my best not to be horrible about his voice acting, but I'm sorry.
I need some information about one of your members, Jimmy McGlaw.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why?
Because I can't just hand out private information to a complete stranger.
Fair.
Data protection, you see.
Sure, but I'm not a stranger, am I?
Aren't you?
She doesn't even know
Then
your
you must
name.
be Michael Burns, the one Mr. McClough said was his best friend.
I like these. They're cute, but
No, I'm not Michael Burns.
At least you didn't lie to me. I made the name up.
Can you make an exception? It's really important.
I'm afraid not.
okay, that was exactly the kind. I mean, yeah, no, I guess you can understand what he's going to say with that. But I kind of whined about it in the first game, I think, because when it's angel or devil with the options, you never guess which one is the right thing. Like you don't know which one is the lie and which one is not. You know what I mean? You don't know which one is yes and which one is no. I guess though, if it's about lying or not, if you choose the angel, you don't lie. Usually, it's just not as clear as just a yes or no hand.
Well, thanks anyway.
Thumbs
Bye.
up or thumbs down, I mean.
Bye!
Oh, a bowl. Don't mind if I do.
Who knows, might be useful.
Yep. Okay, can I go down? What is down there?
No, I don't know.
Okay, well, you didn't know what you were doing with that fuse box, but you opened it anyway. Why are there batteries?
I haven't read a book not dealing with the Templars in a while.
Like, why are there no more batteries in a fuse box? In a fuse box. Hello.
Excuse me,
Yes?
my name is Stobart. George Stobart.
Ah, hi. My name's David.
Hi, David. Does the word Templar ring any bells?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that. I'm studying animal science and it's nothing about animals, is it?
Actually, it kind of is. A weasel and a gorilla are working for them.
A weasel and a gorilla? How?
That's a long story.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, I'm in a bit of a rush with this. I have to hand in my essay next Monday, and I haven't even half finished.
Cheer up. I'm sure you'll make it.
Thanks. I wish I had your confidence.
I like
Do
his
you know if the
accent.
librarian's always so strange?
You mean Mrs. Leroy? Not always. She's just having a bad day today. Her computer, the one she watches over like her own child, has already crashed twice today. It's made her a little jumpy. Now she has to catch up on an incredible amount of work, which explains why she's literally bludgeoning her keyboard.
Why did her computer crash?
Because some electrical cable in the basement doesn't work properly. Takes at least an hour until that can be repaired. And now, poor Miss Leroy has to do all the work by herself.
Don't you have a janitor?
The caretaker is at a presentation, something about a computer game.
I see. Listen, David, can you tell me where I find the fuse box in the basement?
What do you want to do there?
Things.
Well, down the stairs, second door to the right, then left and down the
That
corridor.
was enough to convince
Thanks,
him.
I wouldn't have found it by myself. Now I know where to go in the basement.
Oh wait, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't paying too much attention. So why am I going to the fuse box? Do I want to cause a blackout and turn off the computer again? Is that what's happening? I mean, let's do it again. Now, see, at least now
This should work.
At least now somebody has said that we need to go to the fuse box, so this makes sense. The one month has soon. How would you guess that you need to open the fuse box just like that? Attention, in case of emergency, press 3 buttons in the correct order to turn off the power. The lower panel controls additional networks. Okay, let's save. I need to find something that tells me what the order would be. Why would a puzzle like that be on a fuse box though? Okay, no, that's the only place I can go. Bookshelf, bookshelf. Wait, is there anything else? Librarian. Can we talk to the librarian again?
Excuse me.
Maybe David knows something?
Hi, David.
Nope. Okay, well, I like the fact that the camera is on a shelf here, you can see. I like that. Oh, football shirt.
It says your
Sure. And a notepad. Yes, I knew it. Okay. This damn new fuse box. Whoever constructed this device must have a screw loose. It didn't come with a manual either, just this useless sketch. What I found out so far, the numbers of the buttons that must be pressed in ascending order. So 5, 4, 3. The of the number of the sum of the numbers of the second and the third button is 7. Okay, so okay, cool. The last button has an odd number. So this of the second and third button. So the third button has to be an odd number, so it has to be either 3 or 5, and it can be 5 because wait, it can't be 5 because it needs to be in ascending order. So yeah, it can be 5. It's not this descending order, is the opposite, right? Okay, yeah, it can be 5. 5. It's either 3 or 5. So it could be 1, 2, and 5. The numbers of the buttons that must be pressed are in ascending order. Okay. The sum of the number of the second and third button is 7. So if the third button, because the third is the last button, is 5, it could be only with 2. Because with 3, yeah, no. It has to be 1, 2, and 5. So 1, 2, and 5. Yep.
Mrs. Leroy leaves her desk.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's the card index. Manish, Marworth, McKinsley. Aha, there it is. McGloth, Rangersfield Hall. Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay then, now we can go there, right? This is nice that they made an entire new country, you know? Because Broken Sword is all about visiting different countries. Well, we've technically already been to England because we need to go to England to then go to Scotland by train. But we haven't actually been to England like this, so we can check that off George's list as well. So we can go there. I don't know why we wouldn't just go inside the house.
Somehow, I feel nervous.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
So
How?
this stately home somehow reminds me of the Villa de Vasconcelos.
Vasconcelos. I mean, it's not that difficult. You can, at the very least, see how the original voice actors said it in the original games. It's not like you need to do that much research. It's really bothering me how he's mispronouncing everything. If it was just a couple of things, sure, but every single thing that is not in English, mispronounced. Well, I can't speak for the German, because I don't speak German, but everything else. Well, what do I need to do now? House.
Somehow,
Okay, sure.
it says you're.
Can you put it on? I don't know. What do I need to do? House. Oh, doorbell.
How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Stobart. George Stobart. I have an appointment with Mr. McLaw.
Strange. He didn't tell me about it. Besides, he is a visitor right now.
It's really important.
Okay, come in, I'll show you the way.
Thanks.
Mr. McLough's room is at the end of the
Ooh.
northwest passage.
It must be cold up there in the Arctic region. Thanks very much.
Whoa, this is very fancy. I really like this. See, one thing that this game does really well is environments. In new environments, they feel like Broken Sword
Without the
environments,
seal, we won't have a chance.
and they're really
That
pretty.
could cause problems.
And you think this American knows something?
Definitely. He's real nosy.
Oops.
If you're right, you'll get all the necessary information about the order.
How will we catch him, Jimmy?
I've had two of my best men take care of him. They should be here soon.
Even though I
Uh-oh.
can't stand the man, we did agree that you wouldn't hurt him. You only want his information.
Sure, that's what I said.
Could I use your toilet, please?
Of course, it's just down the corridor.
George,
Oh,
Andre, you sneaky
fuck.
traitor!
it's not what you think. They only want to talk to you.
Well, let's save. Can I smash him with... I don't know. Do I run? Yeah, no, I thought so. That was a bad
Oh
idea.
no!
Mr. Stobart, we'll talk to you later.
Who is
In the
that?
meantime, you can get familiar with your new roommate. If you aren't familiar already, that is.
That looks like Khan. Prisoner.
Who are you? Ah!
You seem surprised, Mr. Stobart.
How did you...
You're not the only one who can play tricks.
But I saw you lying dead on the floor of the train compartment.
Immediately before I got on the train to Bannockburn, I put on a bulletproof vest.
No, you were bleeding.
After all, unlike
And
you,
also, we
I knew
literally
what
saw
was
your
ahead
ghost.
of us and who we would encounter along the way. A blood cartridge was an incredibly useful means to feign my
Okay.
own death.
And how did you escape?
That's a very long story.
Okay, but Nico saw your ghost.